To open to him. That's what she said. Open. Trust. We had been trying for so long. Was it me? Was it him? Tests, probes, attempts, disappointments. Walk away from the machine of medicine and trust in love. That's what she had said. We had been longing for a child so deeply. Was it me? Was it she? Let go of the blame, she said. Consider each act of love as an act of creation, she said, to us. She, a voice we had hardly believed we could hear, an opinion sought from a place of desperation, our last resort, the psychic. Let him into the very depths of your soul, beautiful woman. Allow him into every crevice of your being, she said. But I don't know all of me. What if he unveils me and flees? Be the whole solid man that you are, beautiful man. Hold nothing back. Unleash the strength within, she said. I knew what she meant. I was always afraid that I would hurt her, that she would leave. I truly opened like I had never opened before, surrendered to his gentle touch, and yet, as I felt the power of him strengthen, he opened me more. I held her. I found in her more than I could ever imagine could be contained within a woman. The depths of her urged me deeper into her, my power surging through me. Practice this act of communion, this truest form of worship. We did, as she said. He sought in me in all the levels of pleasure my skin could contain, and then split me open to deeper and stronger waves of desire that I had never known. She held me in such awe, I found such power raging through me, that the crescendo reached from my toes to my crown, such intensity that my joy was hers, hers was mine. There, in the beauty of each other, will you seed your child, she said. 2 moons, 2 moons of profoundly deep loving changed us both. As I felt myself ripen, as we were deeply bathing in each other, the moment came. Together, eyes open, we screamed in union, yes, to the love of life, to the child that just seeded in us. Profound stillness descended upon us as we held one another. 6 moons passed. My belly ripened. I found this new definition of woman coming from me. I found my body showing me such exquisite forms of elegance as I read a little, did my prenatal yoga, as I opened to this wonder my body was creating. I watched myself grow in beauty, in strength, in softness. This incredible woman unfolding before me, she became sexier every inch her belly extended. I felt a deeper woman emerging with every week. We surrendered into each other any and every chance we got. The means are the ends, she said. A child begot in ecstasy can be a child birthed in ecstasy. We prepared for such a vision. The last trimester arrived so quickly. We savoured any still time in touch. Perineum massage, a joyous tool of focus for us both. We had found a wise and gentle midwife. She felt like she knew us for eons. She visited. We listened to our miracle's heartbeat, dissolving both of us into tears. Our midwife guided us to the most elegant frames of reference for our roles, our individual duties. We had chosen a couple, the most grounded, solidly conscious couple we knew, our closest friends, that were truly wished to support us individually and as a whole. That last month spent pottering in the garden, the spring heralding the fertility all around. I was slower, big and round, sleeping when I chose, waking in the night, peeing all the time, delighting in each ripple as it cascaded over my belly. I cooked more often than not, wanting to tend this luscious and wondrous goddess that she had become, worshipping her every day with my undivided attention, as we finished the last parts of the nursery together, as we rearranged our lounge room to accommodate the birth pole, as we chose music and scents, mused over homeschooling and university options, as we fell deeper in love with each other and our life. We were all there having dinner. We were enjoying dessert, laughing loudly at something he had said, when she turned to me and quivered. That's the best description. She quivered, almost like those moments of convulsion after an exquisite orgasm. She held my gaze and grinned. It's time. Gently, we removed the dishes, cleared our space. We knew exactly what to do. Our sister began to fill the birth pool. Our brother lit the oil burner and candles. I put on the music. She, my beautiful woman, began to dance. I watched as she slowly, rush after rush, slipped from this world into her own. From the undulating of her body, we were, every 4 minutes now, my cue to call the midwife. Our midwife arrived so quietly and her presence so gentle that she may have been there all the time for the impact she made. I completely surrendered to my body, trusting every desire to rock, to swivel, to sway. I was in perfect harmony, my body, my mind, open to each rush as it rippled through my being. Open and trust, she said. The words, my mantra. There was such a sweet energy flowing through me, then releasing me like a tango, out and in, spin and out, endlessly it seemed. Then I wanted the water, now. I touched my beloved's shoulder. We embraced as I attempted to share the sensations in my body with him. As he writhed with me, I knew he had found my rhythm. We stripped the little clothing we had left, entered the water like a couple entering their destiny. Such sacredness descending, the tears streaming. I stood, halted, one moment as our midwife gently examined me. The full 10 centimetres dilations that I bore witness to with every rush was acknowledged by her, and with her eyes of wisdom holding me sure and my beloved man holding me strong, I opened. In the water, there in my lounge room, I opened and trusted. Opened and released this incredible power within me. I was opening to life, to love. She came for me. I knew we were so close. My beloved, she held me in the grip of her ecstasy. I opened to her. I felt power racing through my being, my strength elongate my spine. I ground my pelvis with her in her sensuous rhythm, the rhythm of life unfolding in her as she glowed, a deeper red, a deeper gold. I had such an intense need for skin that my clothes must have dissolved off my body. That moment before we entered the water, that sacred breath we took before plunging into the rest of our lives as the family we were about to become, is etched in my soul. I held her delirious as our midwife acknowledged her progress, as she supported us over the transition moment. I felt my beloved woman open, even wider, deeper into the incredible power that came from the earth, the water, the souls of every birthing woman known to man. I held her back and shoulders as we crouched, the power rushing from her now, a different tone. Her hand grabbed mine and together we touched our child's head. We felt the peak out, waited for the next rush, felt the whole head. Then as our hands held our child entering, as our friends held our bodies, this divine act of creation came from us, gently into the water. Gently my beloved woman faced me, and together we raised our child up onto our chests. Our gaze rose from our daughter to each other. This is where I live. Whenever I have looked at her since, the awe, the complete and total love for the beloved woman and child comes from this moment. I opened and trusted. I felt our child reaching out from me. I grabbed my beloved man's hand, and together we created this life. Together we shall guide its every moment of birth. The first waves were so intense, stretching me out over the edges of my being like a canvas, then released. Then the next rush, the child held her position. I felt on the brink of splitting open to the gods and goddesses of all time to allow this child safe passage from that world to this. I breathed one small, gentle breath and our child was through. I turned with her. Yes, my daughter had arrived. I faced the beloved man that had trusted me with his seed, a deep offering itself. We held her and brought her to the surface of life-enriching air. We held each other's gaze. This is where I hold him. In every loving act I see him from here. As our daughter opened her lungs, her eyes, she opened our hearts. I could feel them from the very start. All that love was like a beacon in the universal void of the very deep black. I had found them. I was searching such a long time. I had grown so much already in their love. I was an extension of that love. I came into this world bathed in all the love a girl could hope for. Brought forth in such love, all I could do was open and trust.